Chapter 8. Does Dre hit her? I asked Chantal and Pri after Donna is all bathed in her pajamas and passed out. It seems like no one else wants to sleep tonight. Pri and I are playing a card game while Chantal reads. Why? Did you see him hit her? Pri holds her cards up as if she makes money from these games. She shuffles and deals like a gambler. The singing man on the corner said so. It's like his poetry and songs are what he sees. He said something about an attack and putting up dukes. That's like hitting and fighting, right? What are you talking about? Bad leg? He actually told you that shit? It was in his poem if you listened. Nobody listens to Bad Leg, that crazy ass man. Some people around here even call him the devil. Got needle marks all up his arm and still ain't dead. Ma said he was a crackhead when she first moved here. He's gotten beaten up, burned up, tossed over the overpass on the highway, thrown in the river, and he still show up right there on that corner. Why did they call him Bad Leg? I'll give you $20 to ask him. Pri puts down a 2 of diamonds. For every person who has ever asked Bad Leg what happened to his leg, he tells a different story each time. Yep, Chantal looks up from her book. I must have asked him 50 times and he gave me 50 different stories. His leg got crushed in a rock. It got caught in a machine at a factory. Detroit rats nibbled on it when he was homeless. Ain't he still homeless? And he told me he was tortured by an East Side gang, Pri says as she collects my small pile of cards into her growing pile. I will get the real story, I say. My cousins are all asleep, but I'm still awake, staring at the low white ceiling and counting my problems with every breath. I have not slept since being in this new home. I only rest my eyes. The events of the week play out over and over in my mind, like a looping movie. My cousins' voices are the background music to the broken Detroit streets, the easy and boring teachers at school and schoolwork, the trips to McDonald's and pizza spots, and the endless seconds, minutes, hours without my mother. The singing man on the corner named Bad Leg provides the lyrics. Chantal's clock says it's 3:30 in the morning, and Bad Leg's voice eases through the locked windows and thick curtains to hover above my air mattress. His river-smooth song pulls me up out of bed. Chantal's window faces the front of the house, so I see Bad Leg to the far left, still sitting on the overturned plastic bucket with a streetlight shining over him like a limelight. I listen carefully to his words. Cross my path on your way downtown. Beware the lady all dressed in brown. Round the corner and down the road. Tell me your burdens and I'll carry your load. I think of the most dangerous places in Port-au-Prince, Cité Soleil, La Saline, and even some dark corners in Delma and La Vie. They don't compare to this empty, sparsely lit road called American Street, where only a dog barks and an old man sings before the break of dawn. I tiptoe down to the front closet and pull out the first coat and boots I find. The coat must be one of Pri's, since it hangs wide and loose over my body. Slowly, I open the door and walk down the front steps and to the corner. Bad Leg only hums now, and I'm a few steps away. I don't get too close. Mister? I ask. He keeps humming. Excuse me, mister? He stops humming and stares down Joy Road. Sir, I'm here. I just came to ask you about your leg. Welcome to American Joy, little lady. He sings these words, too, his deep American Southern accent. What happened to your leg? I ask again. I left it on the other side. He laughs a dry, grainy laugh, not like his singing voice. Forgot to take it with me. Went to visit my daddy who first moved here back in '61. He was looking for that American Joy that everybody said was up here in Motor City, Motown. Thought it meant Mo money. You too? Daddy had the sugar. His left leg was beaten up so bad it looked like pork sausage. Bad leg, I whisper to myself, trying to make sense of what he is saying. So when I went over to the other side to see him, he asked to borrow my good left leg. That was when I was a fine young thing, had all my teeth. You don't go over to the other side with your whole body. You got to keep it right here, like a wet coat or muddy shoes before you walk up into somebody's nice house. So you're nothing but hot air and memory over there on the other side. I was walking around just fine with my missing leg. Thought I'd give my daddy the memory of a leg. You know, give him back that feeling of walking on 2 feet instead of one good foot and a pork sausage. Till I got back home and was flesh and blood again. Tried to walk over to the kitchen to fry an egg and fell right on my face and lost my front teeth at the same time. My left leg was still intact, all right, but its soul was all gone. Couldn't move it, bend it, kick, shit. Could chop my leg off and wouldn't feel a thing because it has no soul. I left it on the other side. It was as dead as Marvin Gaye. Leg, bad, I say loud and clear, because I now see him for who he is. The old man at the crossroads, with his hat and cane and riddles, come to open doors for me. He is the Loa who guards the gates to everything good, to everything bad, too. Bad leg, Legba, Papa Legba. Yep. Please, Papa Legba, why don't you let my mother through to this side? He doesn't answer. Instead, he closes his eyes and leans his body all the way to one side without falling off the bucket. His bad leg stretches out in front of him, as dead as a fallen tree. I rush back into the house because the cold threatens to swallow me whole. Back in Chantal's room, I light a tea candle and begin my prayers for my mother. I don't ring a bell or rattle the asan. Instead, Papa Legba, the keeper of the crossroads, the one who will open the gates for my mother, sings his song. It creeps through the windows. Pull up a chair, let's have a meal. Shuffle them cards, let's make a deal. I'll give you the key and set you free. Be right here waiting for just a small fee. Beware the lady all dressed in brown. Don't even know her way downtown. I know you're not really listening to that crazy man, Chantal rolls over, awake. I missed the last words of Papa Legba's song. I rush to the window to see if he's still there, but Papa Legba is gone. All that's left is the plastic bucket. He's Papa Legba, I say. He sits at the crossroads and he holds a cane. That's what Ma used to say when we were little. That man has been there at that corner just about all my life, but he comes and goes. So why don't you ask him for help? Because he's a crazy old man, that's why. He's not a Loa and he's not magical. Now, can you please go to sleep? I don't. I stay up until the morning sun reaches me. I will set my mother free. Papa Legba, the one who stands at the center of all crossroads and in front of all doors, will make it so.